Yes. Hello, everybody. So this time that we once again have a lovely little stream, and yeah, it's going to be once again some game roulette time. Now it is slightly earlier than I usually do this stream set, so yeah, I hope all the filters work properly, and it's going to be the first game of the day will be Lilith Odyssey. As you can see from the title. Now I'm gonna mute the audio for a second because it's initialized. That is taking a while. It's just initializing the game. So you can stare at the thumbnail for a second while we are waiting for the game to initialize properly, and then I'll get in and oh my goodness, I'm coughing up a lot. I try to look everywhere else. And yes, there it is initialized mostly. I will first do a couple of little setting things here because of obvious reasons. I want it to be. Oh my goodness. This is not a very good menu to navigate here. That's fine. Have a large UI, fastest graphics. Now I believe I can actually get the game capture on screen to begin with. There we go. Does it? It does show up, but does it go blank? No, it just pauses. Okay, interesting. Is there just auto pauses when not focused on the game? That is a little bit of a thing. I'll have to silence the audio a little bit. I do like that in OBS you can actually see how loud the audio is, even when it's muted. So that should be fine. I think. No, we cannot yet hear it because I clicked off screen. There we go. I believe that should be good enough. SPU can change the sim. Leadership is not fun. Lilith Odyssey, Alien Migration Simulator. I don't know about this game all that much. I think I just got this from somewhere, so let's start the timer for, there we go. Lilith Odyssey, Alien Migration Simulator. Let's go and see how this goes. Casual difficulty? Okay, sure, whatever. Survival mode or sandbox will go. Survival, I guess I don't really care all that much. What are these? That's like the family, okay. Combined wealth. I see. Oh, these are just... Okay, that gives like a different random things. Hunger. Okay. Interesting. I'll have the tutorial on, so we'll see how this goes. A Lilith simulation begins. Lana, the router name from the horns that crown their bodies. As monsters seeking Roctilia thrive in the underbush, there's immediately freaking just like kinda crashed. That's funny. Oh, whoopsie, I forgot to update the name. Let me just quickly change that. There we go. Boop Munji. Voyage day 1. Okay. How do you operate this? Muglo, I'm Kemily. Listen, I know you're some kind of thing or user with powers that influence my simulated reality. I'm risking everything by letting you control me, but I'm desperate for help. We are on my home world, good old Bungie, born and raised here actually. But it's dying faster each day as the IGG, Intergalactic Government, greatly saps all its resources. There's a world on the other side of the galaxy, far away from all this crap. My family's hope for a normal life. I'm shaking. I have to choose between a daily journey or dying slowly, and I know the answer. I'm trusting you, don't even know what you are. But you're my best chance at surviving the dangers of my galaxy. Hopefully you can trust me too. Let me guide you through the basics. Lost. Okay. Okay, control does zooming in. Shift once. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Before she died from space battles, my grandma gave me a trusty survival manual. It is my most valuable possession and holds all the information I need to survive on alien worlds, navigate space and its dangers, and gather resources to advance my own economy. Okay. Question mark to open survival manual. What do there? Yes. Sweet. Let's use the survival how to mine rocks, chop trees, break down them, and use elements. There's something about harvesting here. Okay. Add Versa tool to hand slot. Press F. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Once you get items, open your inventory, then right-click on items to break them down into carbon, metal, and nanite, the building blocks of my universe. Break down all, I guess. Okay, that gives something. I see. There's a tech tree here. Okay. I see. Alright. What is sea junk? Plant killed. New location. Okay. By the way, if you need to split stack button, drag this. Okay. Off you go. My family on the left can help with gathering resources. Click on their pink arrows to send them on resource gathering missions. Higher success rates for gathering resources. Okay. Sure. Gather carbon and you2. Okay. Guess we'll just get resources, I guess. I don't know. We'll just go here and gather. I do need, like, metal apparently as well. So it's silly. And now I guess we'll just break down everything. I don't know if I need to break down that sap. I need metal. I have nothing for metal right now. I can get like a lot of resources out of these. Don't know if I should save those. What the hell is florb? I don't know. It's an air tank. I'll save that. I'll have to complete all of the objectives. I'll just mine some rocks here, I guess. That's my health on there. So, new discovery. What the heck are discoveries? Ah, yeah. Okay, it's just those. Alright. Oh, this is just a tree, I guess. Okay. There's a rock. I'll... Sure, whatever. Just go get me some metal, if at all possible. That would be preferable, I guess, since that's what we need right now. I'll also do need to mine some more rocks, I guess. This is Alright, this is the way you can like zoom out. Now guess I'll just break these down. Bedazzle hair, okay. I'm starting to understand this harvesting stuff now. To make use of it, we need to find some way to make rations for our journey. I think I read something in someone about growing food for rations. Let's try to make 20 rations. Let's talk about the situation with our ship. Okay. Let's make some rations. Okay. Take 3. Yeah. Potato farming. Theaters. Smuggling gear. Okay. 3D printing catalog. Okay. How do I research farming tech? Print and farm. Print farm and floor. Okay. Huh? I guess I'll make potato farm then, huh? Okay. That's a thing. Do I even... Oh. What is florp? This is florp. Okay. What is florp? What? What even is florp? Okay. I don't know. I guess I'll make more of those. They seem useful. That is an interesting thing indeed. Do I need like more farms? I do have resources for one more, so why not? Guess we'll just make a bit more. Shift. No, how do you... Okay. Oh, you can convert that. Okay. How did I do this, like... Ah, there we go. That's... I absolutely know what I'm doing. That's a lot of potatoes. Okay. Uh-huh, I do have that. Manual, please help me. How do I make... drop drag floor. Take veg, right click, convert to rations. Okay. Convert all to rations. 55 meals. That's good. Can make something out of that. I want to have some dirt in there. Okay. Convert all to rations, I guess. So my life savings are a whopping 252 galactic credits. We can save up some money here and buy a better ship for the journey, or we can just take my wee flare. Up to you. Dickies and Plastic Express stores sell ships. Is it the character info? No. Where do I actually even check that, I wonder? Get me some more carbon. How do I make more money though, huh? I don't know. No, holding. Ah, potato. Convert to rations. That's battery, air tank. Okay. Leaves. What do I do with leaves, huh? Okay. Guess I'll just get... I do think I want to get... No power, cannot beam out. Use battery. Okay. Alright. Now there's a distinct problem in this kind of game, because I am not exactly what you would call a survival gamer. Don't exactly enjoy survival games, but it's fine. I'll make a couple more batteries and we'll use one, I guess. And actually, no, we don't need to do that yet, because I think we can just dematerialize these, because I think we should be using those later. And I guess we'll beam out of here, because why not?
You're listening to IGG Radio, your hub for breaking...
This is terrifying and incredible. I feel like ripping off my shit and roaring into the cosmos. Is that weird? Screw it. Roar. Right.
Welcome back to IGG Radio, folks. Your favorite government-approved DJ Chiego Paynes, along with co-host
Galactic Senator Borg Funkler.
No.
behind the Fumpler Law, which outlaws air horns in the IGG.
How many times do I have to say this, Paynes?
Here we go.
Air horns are used to scare beings who are just
Galaxy
minding
map?
their own business, so that clearly makes them weapons of terror.
But really, though,
Ugh.
We are here and
Nacho Wars changed
what is
everything,
this?
Paynes. Now we
Black
have to
hole.
do our part to eliminate terror
Okay.
from the galaxy, and I'm just leading by good example.
sure, but isn't this specific area
I don't know what these are.
just a bit
What even is
You
that?
know
I don't know.
reasonable. Quiet air horns are still allowed.
I don't know.
Fire hostile zone.
Excite a
Okay.
crowd, or in our case, jazz up our
That's a
radio
dead zone, huh?
Quiet
Okay.
air horn can be just as fun.
Agree to disagree. So let's get the energy up. Here we go. Some exciting news. Pop sensation Genzi Astra.
Good old IGG radio bringing us going to approach and time. Looks like the bottom right of our flight controls has the radio options. Feel free to lower the volume if it gets annoying. That's our space madness level.
Tell me that's not fun.
Senator, I just can't imagine that pumps up our listeners or anyone really.
How do I?
Do it one time. Seriously, Paynes, you have fun
Right,
with it.
flight
Do your
controls.
DJ thing.
All right. Galactic beings, do you feel me?
I do. Show of hands.
Screw that. Survival manual system, navigation system. Okay. That's definitely a thing. Space mode. Map and navigation. Click and track. Fault notes. We'll just go. Guess we'll just track that, I guess, just so we can actually get moving. Dogat planet Mahula. ISO star system and Dogat planet Mahula. Where is that? Oh, there. Okay, wait, how do we actually steer and flight this baby to our destination? Let's check flight in the survival manual. Okay. Why are you? That's... This tutorial pop-up is actually kind of annoying, but fortunately you can drag this around, because gosh. Open nav ball, steer ship until aligned. Okay. Hold middle and drag, okay. No, what the heck? How do I... Okay. I am at a minor loss because I just don't. Oh well. Until aligned with the. But. Okay. But it's on like that side there. What the? I'm. Oh, that doesn't bring me to the correct location. I don't. They. W includes S, break, Z, deploy, Z to retract sails. I'm. I'm only like. Hey. Yo, I don't know. How do I? I'm. Click navigation square. Huh? I'm. It's not this one. What? Oh, that is. Okay. I'm not gonna complain about that yet, but that is. I don't wanna say that that's bad, but that is such an unintuitive way to fly. I guess I'm just like not accustomed to using something like this. Okay. As Bowers dispute extend to say let's use our sails when we can conserve. Let's use our sails when we can to conserve fuel, but engines will help us fly through areas. That's typo. With so low solar energy, W accelerates its brakes, its balance. And Mahula, here we come to the ship at our destination. We did come to a complete stop very close to it. So we'll have to slow down as we get closer. Press S. We want to dock at planet Mahula, not the star IZO. Mm-hmm. This is very slowly moving, huh? It does take a while. I wasn't kidding when they said it was slow. Does this even speed us up that much? Not really. But it is pretty far away. It takes a while. Does this actually speed us up that much? I don't think it just does. Doesn't make sense that it would. Okay, it does give a substantial speed boost. But it does burn a lot of resources, huh? Okay. I'll just check on stuff. That's a lot of random stuff here. Okay. Okay.
Cadence of mellow enunciation, calculating funkadelic
Radio. No, that's pointless. Space madness level is okay. Whatever. Don't know if that's bad that that runs out or not, but we'll see that in a moment. The background sound is apparently very loud. I'll lower that down a little bit there because goodness sticks. I'm just gonna convert all this useless stuff here because yeah, sure. Potatoes can be more rations. Leaves break down. Sticks break down. Have 2 data farms. Which takes a while. That is, I don't know how to say anything good about that though. So. Could make a protein fuel thing. That's a thing. We are approaching soon, I guess. These are just batteries. I don't have the floor up here. Can I not make them here? No, I can, but they don't show up in my inventory. Odd. Oh well. Can I see any planets nearby? System map. Here we go. Okay. ISO system. Which planet is Mahula? Tell me. That's an asteroid. Okay. We'll see about that. Dang, takes a while, huh? Fortunately, we do have some fuels still left, but it is a thing. Whoa. Quite the long process. Check character info. Well, that's a thing. Masturbation frequency. That's freaking silly. That's funny. That's a funny thing that you can adjust, I guess. Okay, alright. Break, please. We need to get slightly closer to it, I guess. Alright, we are docked. Time to stretch our legs. If our backpack has a versatile batteries and air tank, I think we're good to beam down there. Yeah. There's a good bit of fuel getting here, and we'll need to make our own to keep our journey going. Send family out while I read manual about you. Okay. Get carbon, and you get metal, and we'll read about fuel. Research fuel drilling technology. Okay. I don't have enough. I need more carbon. Okay. Animals. What even is that? Bark whistle. Okay. Plant killed. Tackle. Not even close to being enough. Enough carbon for this. Print catalog. Need to print fuel drill and batteries. Equip drill near fuel crystal. Oh goodness. Okay. I need to make a fuel drill for myself. Get more carbon. Get carbon. I need the carbon. I guess I need. How do I make a? It's not this. I need like a. Fuel, drill, and batteries. But I don't. Is it this? I guess it's this. I need more carbon. You heard me, get to work. Not enough yet. There's nothing to kill yet, so I don't need to worry about that. I mean, I can make this farms here. But for some reason I didn't get those florbs. That is odd. Guess I wasted a lot of resources, huh? How bothersome. Can make this. Now I can make some florbs here, and I guess I'll just like I don't know if that is like a sure. I need to put a battery in. Okay. Okay. Alright. Need to make one more. Okay. Need to make more batteries soon. I guess I'll make a couple more because those are very important. Great, we have enough fuel for another trip. Let's clean up and hit the solar trails. Hopefully we have enough food. Yeah, about that. Guess we'll can just like more rations and I'll dematerialize the spill. There we go. I'll dematerialize that as well. And I guess I'll take that out as well. What is this thing though? Nacho war debris. Okay, that's a thing. I'll allow the granddaughter to finish the search. I'll just look around. What even is that thing though? I'll just kill collected poop. Go family. Okay, that's a thing. Got some carbon out of that poop. Guess we'll just beam up. Why not? Have some more fuel. So that's a thing. Completed the tutorial. Wow, I feel like we may be able to pull this off. We'll have to track areas we want to visit, use our navigation systems to avoid dangers, and beam down the worlds to resupply our rations and fuels. It's coming together, but I'm also worried about the dangers we haven't seen yet, like space storms and raiders. Go forward. Let's try to research survival 2 in the technology tree, print better versatile for harvesting resources, and print a gun for protection. Enough jibber jabber. I've been staring at the warp button this whole time. Best used for emergencies because it burns fuel like crazy. But I can't help myself. Go ahead, co-pilot. Point our ship in the right direction and press shift to accelerate into warp speed. Yeah, no, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna check, like, that's a lot of info here. Like a lot. What is this madness thing? Space madness, a slow and horrifying descent into space travel-induced psychosis. Also, Spoo are susceptible to this condition, which occurs from spending too much time in the soundless void of space. Some level of space madness is unavoidable, but the psychosis can be mitigated by adjusting character life routines. See. Additionally, spending time on planets will alleviate space madness. Can be mitigated improved by increasing respiration frequency. However, these adjustments may also make our character slower while running. Okay. Interesting. Don't know what. I think this is a pretty good point to end it for now, because even though... Oh, it brings it here. Cool. So, it's only about a half an hour, but that's enough for the tutorial, and that actually gave me a pretty good idea how this game works. Well, interesting. Okay. Checking out everything, that seems kind of cool, but I believe that is enough for now. So, Lilith Odyssey. What do I want to say about the game? So, wasn't exactly the longest test period that I tried the game, but that is very fine, I'd say. Gave me enough of an idea how the game works. It's a space-faring survival crafting game, and I'm happy I tested it out. It looked very interesting and it's a very unique looking game. I am a little bit uncertain how to feel about the game. While I kinda like the idea, I am not very heavy in the survival games, and even though it's a lot of uniqueness to it, that's an interesting way to just go around from one planet to another, and it had some like interesting tech tree always is something that I do quite enjoy, and it had a fair amount of unique biomes to look at. It seemed fairly interesting. However, in the grand scheme of things, it is very easy for me to just say that this game wasn't up my alley. Not exactly what I like. Didn't look bad, didn't feel bad to play, had some unintuitive controls to it, and it had a lot of uniqueness to it, I feel. But not my type of game. That's kind of the end point there. Still, an interesting one, and I'm happy I tested it out. It was something that I have not exactly played often, so it's good to broaden my horizons in such a manner. So it was a good test, even if I do not exactly prefer the game. And I'm very happy that I tested it out, because it does look kind of cool, and I do kind of want to finish it, at least finish one run at some point. But unfortunately, I don't think this is gonna be something that I'm gonna be playing in a long, long while, because not exactly something I am often interested in. So, however, it is a game, one of the games of all time. So, next up our list will be Void Sales. I'm gonna update everything, but I'm also going to take a very quick break. I do need to visit bathroom, you see. Let me just update everything. Yeah, we'll also update the game to say the correct one, Void Sales. There we go. Save. Good. And I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. So enjoy some music from Library of Ruina in the meantime. That's not it. Yes. I am gone for a moment. Catch you in a second. I am back. And so it is time for the next game, which is Void Sails. As is visible there. So once again, I will mute the audio so y'all won't get your ears shattered. And we'll give it a little bit of time. Goodness, it's taking a moment. Gives me a second to update that title at least. Oh, let that game capture change. Wait. That they haven't updated the application name, huh? Originally the name of the game was Voidwalker. That's fine. That's funny. We'll just test this. I am one of these weirdos who doesn't like to play full screen with games, which is kind of an odd thing, but it is something that I do like. Like it's something that I personally do enjoy. So that seems fine. Did I actually accidentally have another sailing this time? It looks like it's going to be pseudo sci-fi theme at least. So it looked like the audio was fine. Yeah, just about fine, I guess. We'll go with that. So, start recording, and so the game up the docket will be Void Sails. I am almost godlike trying to start this with some kind of theming, huh? Now I do know that the last game unfortunately will not be themed with the same thing. Yes, let's see. Void Sails. Departure. Greetings. You might not know me yet, but I have urgent news. Your father, Leonardo Salvatore, the renowned explorer and scholar, has vanished in his latest expedition, a professional hazard, so to speak. However, this case is of particular interest to me. Seek me in the capital. A ship will be awaiting you at the docks. Until then, the man in yellow. Ooh, I wonder. You stare at the letter again, Leonardo, your father. Gone. The letter came unexpectedly. Not much time to prepare. You look at your room, reminiscing about your past. The character creation, huh? The time spent among academic books drastically increased your knowledge. So I chose that. A blissful time. You toiled relentlessly over the manuscripts, gaining every bit of knowledge possible. There was one subject which interested you the most, the one which framed your view of the world and shaped your personality. Yeah, rhetorics and philosophy has forged your resolve through endless and rigorous debates. The words became your weapon, ideas your battlefield. Debates would rage endlessly, and some students would settle their arguments after class. You often finished the day with a red-tainted knuckles. More resolve. You double-checked your luggage, a few sets of clothes, some of your savings. There was little time to prepare, but you took one particular item. Magnifying glasses. A set of magnifying glasses made to improve one's perception. You grab the set of magnifying glasses and put them into your luggage. No more time to waste. As the dawn breaks and the sky clears, you close the door and head for the docks, searching for the ship. As you make your way, a young man with bright red hair suddenly approaches you. Sean O'Brien. Ah, Captain, found you. Morning, my name is Sean O'Brien. I will be your first mate. Ready to take command and set sail? He gives you a wide smile, displaying a set of straight teeth. Sean looks pleased to meet you and is eager to set sail. Of course you are ready. That's the spirit. As usual, the man in yellow knows whom to have aboard. And just take a look at the ship he got us. He points at the ship behind him, peacefully rocking at the pier. Its engines humming, ready to take off at a moment's notice. We'll inspect the ship to try and figure out how the ship works. It's a roll of the die. Cool, cool. No artifacts, huh? Test. Found the roll number. Yeah. I mean, this is just an RNG thing, so there's nothing I can do here. Neat. Confirmed. Critical success. Convenient. A lightweight brig, equipped with a solar core. The sail's fabric accumulates energy and directs it to a powerful engine. Excess energy is stored and redistributed to light accelerators and an absorption field. In combination with engraved hardwood, which allows for zero buoyancy, it creates an agile ship capable of navigating between the stars. Got more knowledge out of that one. Yay. Adventure begins. Take command of your ship. The adventure begins. Sean diverts his attention to the crew's preparations as the ship soars high above the clouds. You leave the port behind. Several days later, you arrive at Cloudshire, a lush agricultural region, and the first... I'm running into typos. I'm sorry. And the first stop on your way before reaching the capital. You must acquire a travel permit from the nearby castle. It will allow you to navigate safely through the new world. Oh no, I need control airship. Okay. Yeah.
All right, Captain. It's time for you to take the helm. I see you've already managed to make the ship move. Good start, eh? Just remember, it's a starfaring ship, not some flimsy tiny boat. Let's try something different. See those floating crates around the islands? Aim our cannons and show 'em what you got.
Huh. Oh, I accidentally put on the brakes. Let me see. Oh, that's just fire. Okay. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Aim sideways to fire. Oh, okay. Cool, cool, actually.
Aye, good. See, told it was easy.
Actually, I kind of like
More
this.
commanding the ship, but I'll show you when the time comes. Now, let's just keep the course. If you find something of interest you'd like to explore, do so. Sail next to a pier and disembark. The boys and I'll stay in the ship conducting repairs.
Okay. I kind of like that the cannons don't fire in like completely. In like they do have a drop. Not a like huge, but still something. That is kind of making them kind of hard to aim though. Which, you know, I think it's kind of fine that the cannon isn't what y'all would call free. And that's fine by me. I would say that's okay. I wonder where I need to go though. I mean, I hope it's this one, because otherwise I'm gonna be slightly at a loss. I do like the visuals here though. Also, just literally rammed into this one here, huh? How do I... How do I dock? That's how I dock. Abandoned church. You stand outside a church, its doors wide open. The church bell rings solemnly under the mild wind. The place doesn't look particularly old. Although abandoned, it must have been built in the last few decades. I will enter it. That's a mask. Inside, though, it looks much more damaged. A strange overgrowth covers the walls, with thick dark roots creating a mosaic pattern. They seem to cover most of the church except a golden mask placed at an otherwise barren altar. The stone around it is slightly charred. The mask's empty sockets. Watch closely as you make your next move. Examine the mask first. What can this mask be? And I failed. Is it a critical fail? No, it's just a failure. You search your memory, but not much comes to mind. You've seen it previously. The Empire loves to place the depictions of these masks at any opportunity. Apparently they put some spiritual significance into them. As you finish the inspection, a sudden burst of wind slams the door shut. The roots rustle around you. Faint light can be seen from the mask's surface. Perhaps just a reflection. Remove the mask. Attempt to remove the mask from the altar. Yeah, it's unlikely to succeed, but why not try? It succeeded. Is it a critical success? Hey! You grab the mask and pull. It is set firmly in the stone, but eventually it starts to give way. When finally removed, it suddenly emits a sharp and painful light. You close your eyes right on time, avoiding otherwise possible damage. When the light ceases, the mask stays firmly in your hands. Okay. Can I... There's no way to check that. Okay. Very well. Guess. I kind of wonder if I can interact with this thing. So that's where we're going. I'm mostly just interested to see if I can like interact with every floating island here. Because if I can, that seems very cool. I don't think this is something I can interact with. It just seems like a random thing. So I guess we'll just head...
Use some of that sweet solar energy our ship sails accumulate. Send the engine core to overdrive. It'll make the ship both faster and more responsive to your commands.
Ah. I see. Well, there is... I can see there in the... There, up in the forward. There is that kind of place, I think, which we can interact with. Oh, you don't need to hold down. Okay. That makes the aiming a bit easier. I do... Oh, I can also go there. I'll first go here.
Ah, proud child. Warm sun, fields. Too bad we can't stay here for too long. Which reminds me, we must get a travel permit to continue past this point. There's the castle of St. Isidore in this region. If you ask nicely, I'm sure they can issue us the permit.
Neat. You dock your ship and head towards the village square. As you continue deeper, you spot the town hall. Even from the outside, you can hear agitated shouts. You push open the heavy door of the town hall. Inside is a massive crowd of people. Looks like the whole village has gathered here. In the middle of it is a stage where a big burly man can be seen. His face is red with anger and his wheat-colored hair is drenched in sweat. He shouts at an elderly woman, somewhat shielded by a young boy in front of her. I'm not going to ask around. I'm gonna approach the stage first immediately. Just oh, that's a certified fella. You get closer, trying to get a better look, when suddenly the man spots you in the crowd and directs his violent gaze. And who might you be? What do you want? Act polite. A captain, you say? From Earth, you say? Don't make me laugh. We haven't had newcomers since the last sowing season. Are you with them? Aren't you? You are with them, aren't you? Involved in this crime somehow. He points toward the elderly woman and the young boy. The crime? What crime, he asks, the most despicable one. The Honorable Frau Brauer and her bastard of a son Rudolph has stolen my golden ring. The one blessed by the Lord Inquisitor himself. This is a straw, I tell you. I just wait until I get the proof. There will no longer be any Brauers here. You can see several strong men standing by the entrance door, all with wheat-colored hair and an angry look. Seeing that you have nothing of value right now, Mr. Miller returns to the Browers. The atmosphere is tense and the men at the door seem impatient. Perhaps if you find that ring, you might resolve the situation. The mountain cave nearby might be a good place to start. I see. Okay. Okay. Guess we'll go over here. Interesting. Kind of a storybook game. That's very cute. I kind of do like these sorts of games quite a bit, so I need to get closer here so we can actually do this. Oh, I can upgrade the ship here. Ooh, I have 75 gold. Solar cannon, broadside cannon. And shielding. Guess we'll... I mean, sure, I'll upgrade the broadside cannons, why not? I wonder if I can, like... It very much looks like I can go inside here. And there is a place here I can absolutely dock at. Or interact at the very least.
Easy there, Captain. Careful around the corners.
Hmm.
All inside, our sails will accumulate much less energy. So spend it wisely.
Yes. Oh, I can actually... Nice. Mining caves. You'll stand inside what seems to be an abandoned mine. The cave walls look unstable, barely supported by old wooden beams, turned over mining carts and leftover equipment rotting in the dim light. Inspect the equipment. Critical success. You examine the mining equipment more closely, especially the massive drill in the middle of the cave. It looks like a solar dust mining facility, a precious resource used in numerous apparatuses and, most importantly, to power flying ships. When exposed to sunlight, dust disintegrates, emitting vast amounts of energy. However, the vein has been depleted. Judging by its appearance, it has not been visited in a long time. Except you can see a set of footprints leading to the drill. At the base of the central drill, you see a narrow hole. It must have been dug out recently. The ground looks fresh compared to the rest of the cave. Put your hand inside. Perhaps there's something you can find here. You put your hand in, the hole is narrow and not particularly deep. You move your hand around and about whatever was, there is no longer. You stand up and shake the dust off. A trail of footprints leads to one of the cave passages before disappearing. Okay. Slowly but surely we'll make our way through. I quite enjoy this, actually. Not like the most complicated game ever, but I do like it. I didn't have anything to shoot at here. Oh, I'm taking a surprising damage here. Okay. Oh, that's a thing. But I don't think I can, like... There's nothing to shoot at here. At least I don't think I need to shoot at these crystals. Probably. I mean, I can try. That doesn't do anything.
Something is off. Boys, get the cannons ready. Remember to use the shields to protect the ship.
Wait. Ah. Ah, okay. Okay. Okay, and destroy those. Not the hardest task ever. Okay, that's interesting. These are actually kind of like moderately dangerous, huh? Aiming is a bit difficult though, to be honest.
Good job, lads. Don't forget to check the area. I've seen supply crates floating nearby.
Yes. So it would appear. Neat. It is like kind of easy to destroy those crates that are floating, which is good. It's very nice that it isn't like painfully difficult. Also, I can't recover my health. I wonder if that is from those or not. Those crates, I didn't exactly pay attention. Fort ruins. At last, as the cannons grow silent and the dust settles, you can see the fort clearly. Several towers, walls patched up with thick banks of wood. A group of small rowing boats can be seen escaping through the narrow tunnels behind the fort. Strange vegetation covers multiple sections of the fort. Dark twisted routes stretch across the walls. You dock your ship and head through the massive wooden doors. The inner courtyard is in complete disarray. The massive plants congregate in the dark corners, and multiple empty crates and barrels are scattered around. Most people must have left before your arrival, except for the small garrison encountered during the fight. Something must have forced them away. Examine the plants, they may be a new species. I'm gonna just play into my character's strengths, because that's always the best. Oh. Well, the roots are cold to the touch, hard as stone, and covered with a thin layer of moisture. You search your memory, but nothing comes up, perhaps just some cave-dwelling type of plant. As you prepare to leave, something catches your attention. There is a small clearing between the plants. In it lies a golden ring with a delicate carving of a sun. You wonder why it could have been left behind. I'm gonna take it. Inside of the ring has a faint description. The inside of the ring has a faint description. The words "Lus Confidimus" were subtly carved into the gold. You pocket the ring and head back to the ship.
See those cracked rocks? Aye, we can clear the path using our cannons.
Do these reach? Neat. Good. Good that they reach. That makes this a lot less painful. Another broadside over there. There we go. I don't think there's much else to explore here. I think we'll see in a moment. So it just led back here. Okay. Well, that's nice. So I don't need to back out of there, which is very nice, very convenient. I do like that. It's a very cool, interesting exploration game. I really do. Damn, this makes the other game like that's awful. Whatever. They are different games, so.
Plenty of pirates around, but the Empire usually manages to keep them at bay.
Yes, indeed, I wonder. I have nothing for the
Someone
upgrades.
exciting? Like a secret society plotting a revolt against the Inquisition, eh?
I really like the voice actor.
Mining leftover solar dust to perform an evil ritual.
I like the voice actor for Sean. It's very lovely. Really do like that. I can just burn it quickly here. Why not? There we go. A stolen ring. You dock your ship and head to the town hall once more. Inside the events are unfolding as previously approached Mr. Miller. Present the ring. Give the ring to its rightful owner. You take the ring out and hand it over to Mr. Miller. He snatches it from your fingers and quickly puts it in his pocket. The news of an abandoned fort surprises everyone. A group of people is seen leaving the town hall to investigate. An abandoned fort, you say? Well, it's unusual to say the least. And how did it get there? Was it this delinquent who hid it? He points at Rudolph, his eyes widen as he awaits your answer. Defend. You didn't find any proof of his involvement. Mr. Miller doesn't seem pleased with your response. At least you got my ring back. You have a journey ahead of you. As a form of gratitude, let me give you something. My men will load supplies into your ship. He turns over the Prowers. As for you, we will see. Quite. Well then. A really lovely little adventure game here. Well, I did what I could. Oh, I see. Got it. That's just a bit of gold, which is lovely. I wonder, how far do the cannons reach? If those actually no. Not even close, I think. I wanna test out. Does this reach there?
Cap, when we get to the castle, they will ask questions. Who are you? Where are you going? And holy light, did you submit the I-94 form? All that bureaucratic nonsense. As annoying as it is, we'd better not start off on the wrong foot. Something tells me the man in yellow won't appreciate it if we stir up unnecessary trouble. By the way, how did you get to know him?
I
I've worked
did it.
with the man several times, but I doubt he would hire a ship to help me out.
This has a really lovely feeling. I really do like this quite a bit. This is really lovely. Ah. Cool, cool. I can sell that, huh? Okay. Let's inspect this. Reroll tests of resolve. Cool. Very cool. I have nothing else here, right? No, I can just like sell my artifacts here. They had a number of uses, huh? That's interesting. Very cool. Into the town we go. This looks also very lovely just in general here. I wonder if, like, that island, if we can actually like dock with that and interact with it, or if it is just like set dressing. Actually, you know what? Let's go there. I want to see. Does it have a docking station? Can we actually like interact with it? Because if we do, that's very cool if that's the case. Now, if somebody's wishing for me to play the piano, that's unfortunately, I'm not gonna play the piano right now because it's too early in the morning for me to be doing that, unfortunately. Well, not technically speaking too early, but I mean, even my roommates and neighbors have never complained about me playing the piano, which isn't that surprising. But part of the reason for that is probably because I don't play it this early, so, you know. There's a way to keep up goodwill, which is don't annoy people. So, you know. I mean, playing music isn't annoying, but it is still like very early in the morning, so people would rather wake up with their own time. I am fairly certain, like, at least one of my roommates is still like sleeping at this hour. And probably my neighbors as well. So I'd rather not risk it. Customs office. You approach the castle gates, but there don't seem to be any guards. Neither next to the gates nor on top of the walls. Next entrance is a small door with a customs office sign. As you enter, you are greeted by a small room filled with measurements and weighing equipment, several tables and chairs, all empty, except one. Behind it is a young woman in the Imperial officer robe. Lucia de la Torre. That's a cool design. Greetings. Welcome to the castle of Saint Isidore. My name is Lucia de la Torre, and I am the Lieutenant Castellan. How may I be of assistance? She gives you a polite smile, awaiting your response. Ask about the castle. Why it is so empty. Feels strange, doesn't it? On a typical day, hundreds of people would be manning the posts and operating the defense towers. But today is not a typical day. Today is the pilgrimage to the shrine of Saint Isidore, the patron of this castle and the surrounding lands. Act concerned. Seems like the castle is rather defenseless. She leans forward a bit and continues in a hushed voice. That's what I told the Lord Inquisitor, but he insisted that this time was so special and that the ceremony would require more people and preparations. It shouldn't be a problem. As Lieutenant Castellan, I am sure I can help you with whatever you might require. However, if it's the travel permit you seek, there is an issue. But unfortunately, unauthorized travel within the New World is strictly prohibited based on the truce terms between the Empire and the Old Kingdoms. I would need you to provide a letter of sponsorships from any notable citizen or patron of the capital. Perhaps the letter from the man in yellow will suffice? She takes a glance at your papers and frowns. The man in yellow, huh? That person may not sound like a reputable source. Give me a minute. I will need to consult the ledger. She takes your papers and exits through the room through the back entrance. A couple of minutes pass. You start to wonder how massive this ledger must be to take so much time when suddenly a loud bell is heard across the castle. Something is happening. You rush back to your ship.
Ready, lads. Prepare to engage.
Oh?
Remember the drill. Turn. Fire. Repeat.
Hmm.
For the sails and the engine pipes. If I see any men cowering, I will throw you overboard myself.
This is I really like how this has a very unique feel to the combat here. Oh goodness, it feels very interesting to say the least. I do like that I'm just like slowly backing over them like this. Damn, this this combat is actually pretty freaking fun, huh? turn the ship faster, so I may burn them. Oh, I need to turn the ship a bit more. And then we can... Nice. That...
Down you go! Ha ha ha! Now that was a proper good fight, Captain.
That was actually pretty smooth. I really like that.
Miss Stellator has some explaining to do.
That was actually really freaking funny. Or not funny, but like... Oh hey, there's more. That was really fun. That's a very... I really liked it. Like, far more than I usually do like this kind of ship battles. That's really freaking well done. Really like this. Okay, good. Nice. You head back to the customs office. The alarm bell finally stops, but the castle is still on high alert. You can see small groups of people sprinting around the castle walls. Soon after, Lucia bursts through the door. Breathing heavily, she looks like she's been running for quite some time. Apologies, Captain. We could not provide any covering fire, but you managed just fine. Good job dispatching those ships. So, where were we? You can see her agitation. The attack on the castle was much of a surprise to her. The attack? Who were those people? Honestly, I don't really know. They must be some sort of pirates. However, they knew precisely when the castle was most vulnerable and their ships. She pauses for a second, considering if she wants to tell you. Their ships were unusual. What did she mean by the unusual? Their ships looked much more well-maintained than usual. Not the rust buckets local scam dares to call a vessel. And their strategy. Not a single shot fired upon the castle itself, as if they were targeting specifically you. Sounds like a lot of coincidences. Indeed, the attack's precise timing and the ship's quality don't add up. I must look into it and request Lord Inquisitor to increase the minimally allowed garrison. Nevertheless, I've checked your papers. Usually it won't be enough, but I can't ignore your help defending the castle. She seems reluctant. Perhaps what she is about to do is directly violating the established protocols. Her tone suddenly becomes ceremonial. Considering your help repelling the attack on Saint Isidore Castle, I, Lucia de la Torre, Lieutenant Castle, by my authority commend you for your valiant defense against the enemy. On the Empire's behalf, I grant you free passage through the New World. Yay! She smiles and hands away your papers. Now if you excuse me, I have an investigation to conduct. If you wish to leave us, head towards the mountain and turn left. There is a lighthouse nearby. Safe travels, Captain. Yeah. Cool. Oh! There's a lighthouse nearby. Did she mean that one? That's... It wasn't just set dressing. That makes me very happy. It's what a coincidence, I'd say.
We've done what we came for.
Nice.
What did Lucia say? Lighthouse to the left of the mountain.
Yeah.
We can head straight there, but we won't be returning. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, there's possibly... Whatever. Might be missing something or might not. Sailing the stars, leave Cloudshire and venture into space. You leave Cloudshire with a heavy heart. The ambush at the castle was no coincidence. Someone knew you were coming. Caution must guide your steps now. The road ahead will only grow darker. Now you must travel beyond toward the city where the man in yellow awaits. If there are answers to be found, they may begin with him. Oh Oh, it's cool. I can choose my path.
Let's keep moving.
Oh.
When traveling between the stars, best not stray too far off course. Drifting through the void ain't exactly good for morale.
Yeah.
So stick to the waypoints. They'll guide us through. Though it'll cost us time and supplies.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Every journey will eat into our stockpile. And if that runs dry, the crew's bound to get a bit twitchy.
okay.
But don't worry. We've got enough to make it to the city. As long as we don't take any scenic detours.
About that. No, I'm gonna take a scenic detour, if at all possible. No possibilities here. Can I? I can go back. But here is appears to be something. Yes, blinking stars. You sit in the captain's chair on the commander's deck, observing the night sky. Myriads of tiny dots create peculiar shapes guiding you through the vast darkness of empty space. Then suddenly in the blink of an eye, one of the stars disappears. Luke. You observe the spot. For some time nothing happens, and then you notice. One more star disappears from view, then another and another. The cascading effect of the whole section of cosmos just ceases to exist. It feels unreal. The magnitude of the events starts to press on your nerves. We'll rash. Just close your eyes, bro. We'll rationalize. Looks like it succeeded. Critical success. A space phenomenon. A dream or hallucination, perhaps something connected to the veil? Then it dawns on you, star blindness. You must have been watching the skies too hard for too long. You stand up and walk around the ship, allowing your eyes to rest. Next time you see the sky, all the stars are where they are supposed to be. All except one. Later, when checking the charts, one detail comes to light. The star you saw disappearing was never there in the first place. You spent some time studying the maps of constellations, but can't find any mentions of it. Except a small piece of paper hidden between the pages. On it is a peculiar depiction of a star. Interesting. I could go back there. There's also something there, probably, but... Oh, there is an event. I'm gonna go there. I wanna see what this event is. Because why not? It seems very cool. I like these events, it's kinda neat. The lighthouse. You see a beam of light in the distance that differs from the stars in the sky. You've noticed it several days before, but as you get closer, you can finally see its source. A lighthouse stands on a floating rock. It allows nearby ships to navigate safely in the vastness of space. As you land and set foot ashore, you see a strange woman. She awaits your approach. Oh. Welcome, Captain. You've arrived just on time. I hope the journey so far has not been too troublesome for you. Did she know that you were coming? Yes, among other things as well. Almost too predictable, but that's a good thing. It means everything is going as planned. Act surprised. How did she know? I was told all about you by the gentle shimmering of the stars, by the soft breeze of the void. Your every move carries you along the path. Every action creates ripples on the surface of the water. Oh, is she some sort of an oracle? You can hear a quiet chuckle. Your guess seems to amuse her. An oracle? You can say so, yes. The exact definition would be inconsequential and thus meaningless. Call me the lighthouse keeper. Feel free to stay at my home and rest a bit. Inside you may find the guest room and get some sleep. Prolonged starfaring subjects your mind to, let's say, stress. Ask for help. Can she tell you something to help with your journey? What would you like me to tell you? The past, it won't help you much. It may confuse you. The future? Know that once I do, won't be much you can do to change it. Future? She closes her eyes for a moment. Let's see, perhaps this will work. Her eyes open again. The light of her lamp goes dim for a moment, intensifying the brightness of her eyes. A cry will echo, rising from the depths. One will hear it, too curious to turn away, too arrogant to flee. The unnatural glimmer of her eyes softens. The lamp shines bright. Now the future is set. All that is left for you is to find it. We shall meet again soon. Perhaps you can ask anything. Before you can ask anything else, she's already gone. You stand alone at the pier, the lighthouse illuminating the space around you. Yes, there was something down here. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. Just in case there was something. A wreckage. Ooh. Ship's graveyard. You pass by a group of ships. They drift across the empty void, all damaged, broken, and tangled together. In the clutter, you see a massive ship of the line. A gaping hole in its hull exposes its bowels. Let's explore. The ship is enormous, a behemoth of a combat vessel, compensating in size for what it lacks in technology. Judging by the outdated design and the banners you see inside, it must have belonged to one of the old kingdoms, a fractured group of royal families opposing the masked prophet. You search through the ship. Not much is left. It must have already been looted multiple times. What worries you is a strange sound coming deep from within the ship. It sounds like some wailing. Oh. Something prevents you from leaving. Go deeper. Yeah. You go deeper into the ship, submerging yourself in the endless corridors, a tangled mess of semi-destroyed passages. With each step, the sound grows louder. Finally, you reach the door leading to the engine room. Behind it must be the solar core, the heart of the ship. You open it and step inside. Oh, that is nightmarish. I love it. Inside, a horrifying scene is unveiled. The solar core, which should have been dead for a long time, is active and radiates with energy. On its surface, you can see the twisted faces of the crew members. Fused into the core, they are thrashing around screaming in agony. This is wrong. You want to get out immediately. No, I will suppress the fear and approach the core. What does this travel permit do? No, I'm gonna use both of these. In case I need to reroll. Hey, we succeeded. Confirm. Critical success. You muster your courage and get closer to the core. When the core's casing was damaged, it affected the engineering crew. The core sucked them up close, trapping them in this state now, feeding off their torment. What remains of the casings are wooden splinters inscribed with incantations necessary to confine the core's powers. There isn't much you can do about it. It is too dangerous to disable. The core is unstable. We will detonate it. Clean this abomination. You bring some powder kegs over and place them around the core. Back to your ship, you sail at a safe distance and fire at the remnant. A well-placed shot reaches the engine room, detonating the powder. Despite the distance, the shockwave rocks your ship. Along with the heat, it carries over a quiet sound. It sounds almost like a brief sigh of relief. Yes. White. Now, I don't think there's much to do here, so we'll just head forward. Hopefully, the city is within our grasp. At least soon. Maybe. Oh, there's one more event here. Ambush. As your ship passes between the asteroids, you suddenly notice a couple of sloops and a massive gunship approaching. They fly under the colors of the Inquisition and signal you to stop your vessel. Stop. Oh? You slow down and wait for the ships to approach. The large man can be seen standing on the gunship's deck. You there, Captain Riggs is speaking. Surrender immediately. This is a restricted sector. Watch closely. Yes. There's something wrong with that ship. Failure. You look hard at the ship but don't spot anything in particular. Creeping unease lingers, but you can't quite understand why. Captain Riggs looks impatient. The gunship is slowly approaching your position. We have a travel permit. Wave your permit around your head. You pull out your travel permit and wave it high above your head for everyone to see. Ha, nice try. Do you know how many fortresses I've seen? I've used one myself. Last chance, Captain. Shut down your engines and prepare to be boarded. You better take your chances in a fight. Now that's more to my liking. Wasn't expecting you to let me aboard anyway. See, boys, told you we'll get some fun. So, Cap, back to you. Any last words before I blow you straight up to Corona Borealis? Ambush. Who ordered this ambush? Some very important people. They even gave me this fine ship to get the job done right. He's grinned Bidens. Yeah, so you're a big fish, Captain. But big or small, like I'm all the same. He raises his cleaver and points toward you. Boys, open fire. Nope, didn't reach that. Okay. Alright, alright. It's a very cool way to fight. This kind of dogfight is actually, like, it's really kind of an interesting way to do this kind of ship-to-ship naval warfare. Very, very kind of cool and a unique feeling to it. So, oh bother. What a powerful blast. I'm gonna turn the ship around. We'll go with this way and... oh! Thank God I got a shield. We'll just destroy those. Those shields are like a godsend here, huh? Oh? Okay, I'm gonna do this. And then we turn. Give them a good old... there we go. Actually, well, that's fairly easily, I think. Like, that was a lot easier than I expected it to be. Which is good, which is fine. I don't mind that it was kind of easy. It's still the kind of a tutorial section of the game, so it's absolutely fine, I'd say. So, yeah, approach the end point. This is a very cool. I really like it. It's very cool. There we go. With the threat dealt with, you can continue your journey on the final stretch left. As the enemy gunship crumbled, you saw a small rescue boat dashing away toward the city. Perhaps it is not the last time you hear of the captain of that ship. Yes, indeed. Oh, there. I think that is going to be the city, or at least it is the final checkpoint. But with that, I think it is a good place to stop. And so, I believe, because it was almost getting to an hour, so we will now give the final thoughts. So, Void Sales. What is there to say? A lot, to be honest. Much of a storybook adventure kind of game, focusing very much heavily on those. Very heavily on kind of a storytelling method, kind of a sailor game, kind of once again, a bit more on the solar theme. It's a interesting, unique type of adventure game, so to say. There's a lot of like RPG style checks where you just had a percentile dice that you rolled kind of, and you had some skills that were tested, and that was very cool. I very enjoyed that aspect of it, but also it had this actually more of a two-dimensional plane of fighting. However, you did aim in 3D directions because, of course, yeah, the cannons of the ship had a drop to them, and aiming those was actually not immediately something that was too easy, which I quite enjoyed. The challenge is always more than welcome, I would say. Now, of course, I did also enjoy the fact that there was a lot of exploration. The exploration was a very unique in this kind of 3D space, which that's very cool. Very, very lovely. Very much enjoyed that aspect of it as well. And also very much enjoyed that you do have to like pay attention to your surroundings and the 3D space, while mostly just to make the battles more interesting. And the battles were interesting. I really enjoyed the ship-to-ship battle, but it also had some minor exploration elements, and I wonder in the larger maps if there's going to be more like surprises and secrets hidden that you need to find. And there already were some things that you were supposed to be finding, and that was already rather cool. I very, very much enjoyed that aspect, that there is some hidden secrets that you do gotta do, like side exploration in some places, and yes, very enjoyable indeed. So, yeah, very much enjoyed Void Sales. That's makes the first game a bit more unfortunate in the comparison department, because both of them were like sailing games, but they are very distinctly different categories. One is more closer to a visual novel with some action set pieces and or combat sequences, and the other one was a survival crafting game. So yes, this is much more up to my preference. But then there we have it. It's a very fun game. Really enjoyed it. And so, the last game up the docket will be a game called Void Pyramid. However, I'm still gonna take a little bit of a break. Have some music. I'll be right back. Hello. I'm back once again. So... Hey, not exactly the chillest music there, the compact. So, I'm gonna make one check here, because I do believe... Yes, so this game, actually, it's a free game. Which is kind of a very cool aspect. Now I don't know how long this game is I'm gonna test this. It's not probably gonna be once again. I mean, the previous game also wasn't an hour, it was like 55 minutes. But still, this one most certainly is not going to be an hour, I think. But we'll just see that in a moment. So, allow me to start up the game. There's some problems, sorry. Taking a bit of problems here. There we go. Okay, and as with everything, whoopsies, that's some scheisse. That's very loud. I'm sorry about that. My apologies. It's also really freaking loud for me, so kinda blew out my own ears as well here. Yeah. Oh, come on now, allow me to... Hey, yo. There we go. Oh god, why is it so... There is... There is no way to... why do you do this? Not good. There's no internal settings. Okay. Bearable. I needed to set it lower the volume from the game's own set, like the Windows on settings. That's not... Whatever. Go with that. I'll change the name. Can I type, please? And I'll change also the description a little bit. There we go. Oh, I need to... Whoopsie, one more edit. Need to change the name of the game. Game title, Void Pyramid. I wonder if this actually even finds it. Whatever. I can just like type it there and it'll... It changed it. Right. It did. Good. Alright, so... Start the recording. And go for the timing. It's 1 hour in on the clock. And there we go. The White Pyramid. So, as I said a moment ago, this is a free game, actually. So it's going to be interesting to see. There's a lot of, like, this kind of story beats here. Not gonna read all of it. There was a lot of text that I checked there just a second ago, just to find if there is some kind of thing here that allows me to alter the music, but wasn't. There's some in story, like a lot of it. I'm not gonna, like, it seems fairly cool. So let's check the instructions though. Arrow keys to navigate menus or move, enter or space to select menu items, escape to call main menu or exit a menu, interact with objects in the dungeon by moving into them. The treacherous Void Pyramid is rife with dangerous obstacles and enemies. You must grow in power to overcome increasingly difficult obstacles. Saving data is the Dream Tomb is in the pyramid's first chamber. This machine restores your life and allows you to save. You must select one of 4 save slots to store your data. Yes, you sometimes earn a random reward for surviving a battle. You may gain stats or money. You will be randomly punished for dying in battle. You may lose stats, weapon, or gear. The following stats represent your effectiveness in battle. Life, attack, and defense, yes. Your brawn, wits, and agility are tested to conquer various challenges. They also have special functions. Brawn allows chance to instantly in battle, wits to chance for battle reward, and agility to flee battle. Raise your stats by fighting battles or purchasing upgrades at vending rail. The vending rail is in the pyramid's first chamber. The following gear is essential to your survival. Serum fully restores life. Weapon strikes twice in a battle, 1 use. Radar, no battles for 50 to 150 steps. Oh, that is kind of like a repellent from Pokemon, I guess. And a warp allows instantly return to safety. The Void Pyramid is a hostile dungeon, but it holds many fabulous treasures of the River Kingdom. Scavenge these priceless relics and fortune will be yours if you ever escape. Yes, criminals and beasts prowl its labyrinthine chambers. You must defeat the demon warden Amit and escape. We'll go. You lived in a River Kingdom as a slave, soldier, or scribe. What do we want to... This is an interesting choice already. If you are a soldier, you could have a weaker... I'll take the soldier, whatever. We'll just have a soldier now. I don't care much. You awake in the Void Pyramid. You must escape. Only then can you exact bloody revenge on the Prime Pharaoh. The warp ovium is dormant. Only a specially encrypted radio transmission can activate it. The augury terminal displays pulsing hieroglyphics. Origin Chamber 6-1. An implosion crushed at the ceiling of this chamber. It was once a grand hall. Now it's a maze of rubble. You recline in the dream tomb. Needles penetrate you. You feel nervous and sleep fitfully. Life restored. You can save data. I'm gonna... Yes, there it goes. What is this? Sensors scan you. The vending rail whirls to life. It sells various stilts and cybernetic implants. Ain't got anything. Or I ain't got any... Deben. Well, I did have 9. The hieroglyphics are etched onto the wall. The glorious Void Pyramid was constructed by the exalted engineer in the Year of Power. May his final rest within these walls be triumphant. The Prime Pharaoh survives forever. The Magus is too endless to read. The Prime Pharaoh sympathizes never. Encounter, huh? Yeah, we'll fight. I wanna see how this fight goes. Inflicted a vital hit, strikes twice. Ooh. The ceiling has collapsed. A tangle of stone and conduit block the path. You dig into the rubble. I don't have enough brawn. You try to lift the rubble, but are quickly exhausted. An acid leak has melted the floor. You must leap across the pit. Cannot. Don't have enough agility. You doubt you can leap far enough. You decide not to risk it. Can't get through this. The wall is collapsed. You try to climb through the rubble. Can't. Crumbles beneath you, your foot slips and you fall back down. You pry open the crate. Sandy gravel spills out. Yeah, more money. Wait, I can now actually already buy an augment. Cool. I could already buy some augment here if I wanted to. I shall. And I will buy a brawn augment. Another fight. You transfix the foe on your spear. Slave crushes you with a stone block. Easy. Yeah, the fighting is not exactly like the best thing here. I'm gonna save here, because I can just get my health back this way, so why not? That's the door. The door is sealed by magnetic bolts. You probe the lock. I have not enough wit and not enough brawn. The lock resists your efforts. You batter the door instead. No chance. We'll just try and kill these enemies. I mean, apparently I can kind of grind here, I guess. Yes, we took some damage again. I mean, we are just killing them. Agility increases by 1. I am surprised. I didn't expect... Alright, you sometimes do get, like, agility, like, stat rewards. So, that's kind of cool. There's something here. A bit more money. A vent opens in the floor beneath you. Microbots swarm out. You try to dodge away before they engulf. They don't have enough agility, so... Their atomic souls disintegrate your body. The swarm carries your atoms away and reassemble you elsewhere. Oh. Yeah, didn't do anything. Hieroglyphics are etched onto the wall. Only the perceptive man shall pass. Eh. More microbots, huh? Okay. I mean, I can get here. 10 bits required. The wall is webbed with symmetrical cracks. You examine it closer. A button is concealed in the cracks. You press it and the wall crumbles to dust. Cool. Okay. The mound of monstrous bones is piled to the ceiling. You struggle to push through. I have enough brawn to get through this, so... I got a secret there. Smoldering chemical torch emits a neon glow, but nothing else here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this actually also has those bots to teleport me. That is kind of cool that that's a silly explanation of how the teleportation works with microbots. You encounter an enemy, you annihilate it with no effort. With increase. Nice, got an insta-kill. The augury terminal displays pulsing hieroglyphics. Trial chamber 5-1. The floor vibrates steadily. You imagine a massive machinery thrumming beneath your feet. Okay. I see something there, like here. I wish I could go there, but I don't think I can. So that's unfortunate. Maybe we'll actually. Another immediate annihilation. That's very nice. Yes, another button I could actually press, because I think found a chip. Very nice. Dried blood streaks the walls and the floor. It is the purplish artificial plasma of an android. I see. Alright. Another immediate annihilation. I'm either getting very lucky or more money. Very nice. I don't... That looks like a trap. I'm gonna test it out. An energy barrier blocks the passage. Touching it will disintegrate you. You inspect its electrical components. I don't have enough bits. You are unsure how to sabotage the energy barrier without electrocuting yourself. A switch is hidden in the pillar. You pull it and hear metal grinding. Okay. Augury terminal. Secret chamber 4-1. Chamber is confining, but the deep echoes of your footfalls suggest it is larger than it seems. Oh. I actually do have to pull this from the... Ooh. Another immediate annihilation. Switch is hidden in the pillar. You pull it in here. Oh. Oh. An enemy. A vital hit. double strike. The chest is packed with old papyrus. It crumbles as you sift through. Very cool. I wonder if I can just like open everything here. Or what happens if I open everything. A lot of money. Another immediate fight. I'll just take the immediate fight, why not? Oh, it carved into me with a blade. It was faster than I was, but I killed it in one hit also, so that's good. Let's get some more money. Okay. Yeah, we'll fight, but another vital hit. Kinda risk-free. That's good, because otherwise I would be kinda screwed. I wonder... The wall is a holographic projection. You walk through it. Cool. I wonder what is in here. You discover a shrine. Rows of effigies decorate an ornate electrum altar. Found a jar. Very nice. It's not very, like, exactly hidden here, so... The statue depicts a meditating feline. Its blessed aura calms you. Another holographic projection. Let's just see everything. Nothing. You stumble upon a charnel pit heaped with bones and garbage. You scavenge some useful items. Oh, there's an enemy waiting for me at the entrance. Cloying fumes fill the air. The narcotic haze dulls your mind. You are unsure of what is real. No thanks. The fumes disperse, you can think clearly again. Oh. This was a way to lower the volume. Okay, that's good. I have a lot of treasures here. Found in the trial chamber 5-1, the bacterial microchip is of ancient design. It contains a digitized human soul. There's also, I have a jar. The jar is hollow and filled with crimson liquid. The liquid bubbles in rhythm with your heartbeat. Can you feel your heartbeat fast? I don't want it to last. The bloodthirsty Dromator bellows. You disturbed my home. I'll mangle you. Then I'll eat you. I'll flee. How do I use the gear? Are the weapons actually like automatically used? I see. You transfix the foe. Oh, it did a lot of damage. It attacked me twice. A vital strike. You are killed. A warrior drags your corpse into the dream tomb. You return to life. The warrior stole all your gear. But did I still have my treasures? While annoying, I still have everything else, and I do have my Deben with me. I am gonna do something kind of stupid. This is perhaps not the best idea. But I kind of felt like I wanted to do that. I'm also gonna take... I think I will take a serum, thank you. Maybe not the best plan, but... Ceiling has collapsed. I can get through that. I don't think I can go here. Nope. But... this... The statue depicts a Yakaric witch doctor. Its mouth is agape and an object is wedged inside. There was a doll here. Treasures, a doll. The doll depicts a furless feline. In a hidden compartment is a vat of dark wiry hair. Yeah, another enemy. I can just kill it. Oh, it struck at me twice. Oh, pain. It is more than fine, I think. I'm still gonna save here. Alright. I'm gonna go up. I do need more agility. How much do I have? 9. That's nothing. The ceiling collapses. You narrowly avoid a cascade of rubble. And I can move the rubble immediately. A chest is sealed by an electronic lock with a fingerprint scanner. Only 3 people can open this chest and they all must be present at once. The chest is armored and trapped. You cannot force your way in. Okay. Reliquary is lined with soft hair and skin. I see. The chest is packed with old papyrus. It crumbles as you sift through. Okay. That was a lot of money. The crate has a false bottom. Beneath it is a compartment lined with scales. Is there like a... I wonder if there's like something hidden in every room. That would be cool. I'm just gonna attack that. And hope that I can kill it. Up. Okay, I was able to kill it. But that was far closer than I would have preferred it to be. Another collapse. Yes, please. I have 20 bronze, so that's kind of lucky. Augury terminal displays pulsing hieroglyphics. Junction chamber 6-2. This once majestic chamber is now condemned. The floor and walls crumble as you walk. Yeah. I don't need to care about that, fortunately. The statue depicts a Ikaria pit fighter. These humanoid yaks are prized slaves of the Prime Pharaoh. I don't have enough. No, I do have. I have enough brawn to get through this door without a problem. Cool. Yeah, crumbling. That doesn't matter. Not enough wits to picklock these doors, but I can just open them. The statue depicts a Ikaria witch doctor. These humanoid yaks are prized slaves of Prime Pharaoh. Yeah. I'm gonna fight. That does deal a dangerous amount of damage. I do think I need to take a safety here, so I'm gonna use the radar. Oh my goodness. Debris everywhere. A vent is carved into the wall. You contort yourself to slide. Through. Not enough agility. You become wedged in the vent and must back out. Yeah. That don't matter. Actually. Yeah. Pit fighter. Yeah. I'm just gonna go back and heal. Because I'm scared. But I do believe I can open this door. With my brawn. I could upgrade myself a little bit, but I don't think that's necessary. The statue depicts a skulking serpent. Its corrupt aura makes you anxious. Meditating feline, its blessed aura. The torches are extinguished. Inky blackness fills the quiet hall. You will encounter no enemies here. Okay. You stumble into a heap of rubble. The augury terminal glows in the darkness. Shadow chamber 7-1. Darkness pools in the halls of this chamber. You hear scurrying movement from the shadows. The torches are extinguished. Okay. No. You will encounter more. 4 levels. I don't think these are safe. I don't think I want to fight here. The cat wears a glittering bauble around its neck. You try to grab the bauble before the cat warps again. Not enough agility. Hieroglyphs are scrawled on the wall. It is shocking pornographic graffiti. You are trespassing on the turf of a mamsake gang. Okay. Hieroglyphs are scrawled on the wall. It is a violent militant graffiti. You are trespassing on the turf of a mamsake gang. Yeah. Lasers span the doorway. You contort yourself. Not enough agility. You touch a laser and trigger an alarm. A siren wails and torches flash. You hear the scampering of a small feet. The alarm has alerted a gang of marmoset. Hologram shimmers in the air. I am Kani, the world's most beautiful holographic woman. Sit and chat with me, you handsome devil. You chat and learn that Kane loves cute things. Try bringing her some. You show Kane the doll. She giggles with delight. I adore fearless cats. I love how they constantly shiver, and I love stroking their wrinkly skin. If only this cat were real and not just a doll. This terminal controls a nearby door. It is disabled because of the alarm. You must hack it. Nope, can't. I can get some money. One weapon. And a wall. Ogre Eternal. You are in a massive stone vault. Small bestial tracks cover the floor. The area must be infested with vermin. The alarm is already triggered. You walk through the lasers. Marmoset creeps from the shadows. He leaps at you. Marmoset claws at your backpack. He steals some Devon and scampers away. Yeah, they just steal everything, I guess. The hieroglyphs have scrolled. That's the Marmoset gang. Okay. Ha! There's that title character. Holy crap, that did a lot of damage. Damn. That stole a lot of my money. I don't think I wanna do that. I have enough. Actually, no, I'm gonna... Okay, so, like I said, I was expecting that I wouldn't play this all that much. Because this seems like something you can... It's a free game. You can go play this yourself, and I think you have seen enough, because I certainly do like it. I really like this one, so... I believe this is a good point to end this. Funnily enough. Yeah, I believe that was good. That is a good ending point for this game. And I do like it a lot. I'm gonna just end it there, and we will move on to this and give a quick little review for that game. And my thoughts are, I really enjoyed this game. While rather simple, it is a sort of a dungeon exploration game, mostly. Like old tile-based dungeon crawlers, in the best possible sense. A lot of puzzles, mysteries, and a unique setting. And I believe this was actually a pretty fine example of something with a lot of heart and thought put into it. And it is free. So... very lovely. I really enjoyed that game. I'm gonna play this pretty soon immediately as well. So I really enjoyed this. Probably gonna report back when I've completed it. So, or finished, or played enough. I don't know. But so far, it was a very enjoyable experience for even if a short period of time. It was very lovely. Very much enjoyed it. So, I don't know what else to tell you. I liked it. And for the price of admission, which is free, absolutely worth it. Very enjoyable, yes. And with that, we are going to move on to the spinner once again to determine the next games. Now, there is the thing. Next time, I will most likely not be playing roulette, but rather we will be continuing with Ori and the Blind Forest, because I do want to finish that eventually, because it's a fun game, and I do want to get through that because it's fun. I don't know if I need to actually like explain myself. I just want to finish it. So, but we'll spin for the games beforehand, regardless. So 3 games for the next time. So the first one will be April Grove. Very well. Next. Looking like Slave Zero. Very well. And for the third game for the next, not the next stream, but the next Game Roulette stream, which, you know, maybe next week, maybe not. It will be Figment. It is looking, yes, Figment. So, the 3 games for next time were April Grove, Slave Zero, and Figment. And with that, it has been a rather enjoyable little stream, even though the 2 of the games were cut short because of I didn't feel like this needed more time to be explained. But I do believe we got enough of an impression of what those games would be like. So with that, I thank you all very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you all in the next stream, when we will be most likely playing Ori and the Blind Forest. So, thank you all very much. Have a great day and stay awesome. Ganmu out.